Good morning. Welcome to Full Circle Ozarks.
Good morning, Full Circle Ozark family. It's a beautiful, windy day. We just got through getting a bunch of rain. It's pretty muddy out, but the wind's blowing pretty hard. It's going to dry things out. And I need to get some milling done. I want to try to get some lumber milled up for our coop de ville that we talked about, which is going to be our chicken coop and the run for the chickens. So haven't got the mill out for a while, so I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance. I'm going to get the blade taken off and swap it out, put a fresh blade on it, and make sure everything is all lubricated and ready to go. So anyway, follow along. Hope you enjoy. Also, anytime you're handling the blade, it's pretty sharp, so I like to wear these leather gloves here. I've already taken the tension off the blade, so it should just slide right off now. Okay, set this aside. I like to blow any remnants of sawdust off that was there earlier, so this little cobalt brushless blower works well for that. Okay, I got a fresh blade. We're going to put that back on it, get it all tightened up, and these blade guides here, I will check these to make sure that they're that if they need any adjustments, I'll make some adjustments on those. But I got to get the blade back on first. Slide the blade on, it should be just proud of the back of the wheel. And then we're going to start applying a little bit of pressure here. I've got the crank handle behind me. It's kind of hard to see right now. But you can see the blade is kind of tightening up. I just constantly check here behind the blade to make sure it's still just proud of the wheel here. That feels good. Okay, that feels good. I want to finish torquing the blade down. Let me close that so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, this has a thrush bearing, and it tells you here how to torque it down. ideally they want you to make this part of the bearing here flush. And sometimes I'll use a torque wrench. It calls for 20 to 25 foot-pounds. So we'll get that torque down. You can kind of watch this area right there. You can see as that begins to flush up. Okay. I'll give you a close-up there of the way that looks. As you can see now, this little part here is flush, so that's what we want. Okay, we got the blade on, got it torqued down the way it needs to be. These blade guides, I'm going to loosen these retaining bolts. Okay, those are loosened. The best way that I've found to get those in adjustment so we have the right thickness, I just take a sheet of paper. We'll tear a piece off of the paper, take it and fold it. And ideally you want the thickness of a regular sheet of paper. You want that much clearance. I want to slide this on the back of the blade. Slide it on there. Now then, I've got that there, then we'll put just a slight amount of pressure back on the ceramic guides and tighten those back up. We'll do the top one here first. And then do the same thing with the bottom one. I'll put a right pressure on it there to hold it in place. And then I just remove the paper. And that gives me the clearance that I need there. And I'll just repeat the process on this ceramic guide here. So, okay, it's got the guides all adjusted out, got a fresh blade on it, got this all cleaned up. Nice sharp blade actually. And so we're ready to close this thing up and get ready to mill. Hope you enjoy it. Come along with us. And for those that may not be familiar with this sawmill, it's actually manufactured by Woodland Mills in Fort Perry, Canada. The HM126. The 26 indicates that I can cut a log up to 26-inch diameter. So that does everything that I need it to do. If I get into logs bigger than that, especially in the oak logs, white oak, the red oak, this being a manual mill, it causes a lot of effort, or requires a lot of effort rather, to get those logs turned and positioned, and I'm just not interested in doing logs that big. So anyway, that's what this mill is set up for. I built a custom trailer, so I can, lengthwise, I can mill up to a 16.5-inch log. So that's that allows me to build pretty much any size lumber that I personally need as a hobby millist. I'm not doing this on a professional basis. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it, and want to get into doing some woodworking. So that's my plan anyway. So anyway, we're going to be making some 2x4s, and a little bit later today, and may even have a special guest that's going to join us. We'll see. You have to stay tuned for that. But we're going to maybe mill a few 2x4s and some miscellaneous boards, and getting ready to build that coupe de ville. So take care, and we'll catch you later.